Merry Christmas Eve, Columbia Crossroads family. We are Chad and Mandy Smith, and we have 6 little ones. Tristan and Abigail are twins. They're 10. Britton is 8. Isabel 6. Evie is 4. And Gigi is very much almost 2. We've been blessed to get to know many of y'all over the past 5 years. Prior to that, we were in Kiev, Ukraine for 5 years, working with Saturation Church Planting International. And as many of you know, it was an unexpected change for us to come home. Our youngest daughter at that time was born with an undiagnosed heart defect, which has had us home for several years dealing with her medical issues. So it's been a blessing to get to know many of y'all through that.
And so for the past 5 years, we've been based here out of Columbia, South Carolina, where I've been traveling around the world to the places that SCPI has had engagement. One of those places is India, and a population of almost 1.3 billion people. For the past 4 years, we've been working with national leaders to develop strategies for reaching every man, woman, and child in that nation. In the process, we've seen a number of places open up. In addition to that, many countries around the area have begun to pop up on the radar, places like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Nepal, United Arab Emirates. And so as we continue to expand the work, we feel like God is calling us to be closer to the men in that place. In the process of that, we were searching out for many places where God may have us to be. It seemed ideal that we should be in Bangkok, Thailand, and through a course of events, God opened up the door for us to be able to put our family in that place. And so as of January 18th, we'll be moving over there, ourselves and our 6 children. You can pray for us, pray that God would help us to settle well. We've done this before in Ukraine, and so we know the difficulties that it is on the family and the difficulties it is on our marriage and the many things that God will continue to stretch our lives with. And so we cover your prayers and your support as our home church. We thank you for the time that we've had with you, and we're praying for you guys as you continue to reach this place in Columbia, South Carolina, and partner with many others here in the U.S. for every man, woman, and child. God bless and Merry Christmas.
Hello everybody, we're the Cevallos. Like you guys probably already know, we've been working with Saturation Church Planting International for the last 5 years, in particular in the involvement in Cuba. A couple years ago we decided to start praying after hearing what God is doing in India and seeing it and hearing it from other people, what God is doing among the church in India and around that area of the world. Well, a couple of weeks ago we had the chance to go to visit India and Thailand, and after a couple things that happened, we decided that that's where we needed to go. So we, in July 2013, we as a family will be moving to Bangkok, where we will be traveling, or I'll be traveling from Bangkok to India once a month to work with the church there to mobilize the people to be able to reach every man, woman, child around the area.
One of the things that we prayed about before we left on our trip was that God would provide an opportunity for us to get visas into Bangkok. And so I interviewed at an international school in Bangkok while we were there and was offered a position to work with middle school students. And so beginning next school year, I will be working with International Community School in Bangkok, and the girls will get to go to school with me. And so we are just excited to be able to work with some of the kids and their families that will be at the school while Esteban is gone traveling.
So we just want to say thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have provided for our family, love and care and prayer. And we ask you guys to keep praying for us. The next couple months are going to be a little bit hard to say goodbye to some of you and our family, and also the transition from moving from Lexington, South Carolina to Bangkok, Thailand for our family might be a little bit hard. So please pray for us. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.